Hi, I am B. Janardhan Reddy. In this video, I am going to tell you about the behavior of certain rays in respect of both concave and convex mirrors because we need the behavior of these rays in order to draw the ray diagrams that you will learn in the next class. Here I am showing you the behavior of certain rays for both concave and convex mirrors. So here, first let us recall all the terms related to concave mirror. Here I am showing it to one place. Let us recall. So this one is the concave mirror. We know this. And here is the pole of the mirror and center of curvature C, and exactly in between P and C there is a point called focal point, and let us draw the principal axis. This is the principal axis passing through C, F and P, and the distance between P and C is called radius of curvature R, and the distance between P and F is called the focal length small f. So here P is pole, C is the center of curvature, F is the focal point, R is the radius of curvature, and F small f is the focal length. And this one is the principal axis. Okay. Here you can see the same terminology by using the concave mirror symbol. This is the symbol we use to represent the concave mirror. P, C, F, and this is the principal axis. In general, you have to use this symbol only while drawing the ray diagrams. It is easy to use this symbol only. It is easy for us. Radius of curvature, focal point, focal length, same terminology. Pole, center of curvature, F is the focal point, radius of curvature, and small f is the focal length. This one is the principal axis. So whatever the terminology I used earlier, the same terminology I am using here, showing. The only thing is that I replaced the mirror with its symbol. This is the symbol you have to use for the concave mirror. Now the terms related to convex mirror. Terms related to convex mirror. This is the original convex mirror here. Later I will use its symbol only. So P is the pole of the convex mirror, C is the center of curvature, and F is the focal point. And this line is passing through F, P, F and C is called as the principal axis, and the distance from P to C is called the radius of curvature R, and the distance from pole P to focal point F is called focal length small f. So this one is the principal axis, pole, center of curvature, focal point R is the radius of curvature, and small f is the focal length. Next I will show you the same terminology by using its symbol, that is the symbol of convex mirror. Here I am using the symbol of convex mirror and I will show the terms. This is the symbol for the convex mirror. That means this side it is painted. Okay, so the reflecting surface is left side, it is curved outward. That's why it is called as the convex mirror. P is its pole, C is the center of curvature, and F is the focal point. This line passing through P, F and C is the principal axis. P to C, the distance is R. P to F, the distance is small f, that is focal length. Principal axis, this axis is the principal axis. Pole, center of curvature, focal point, radius of curvature and focal length. Now, here are the behavior of certain rays. Behavior of certain rays, concave mirror. First, I will show the behavior of 4 rays by taking concave mirror. Okay, so I will show you the behavior of 4 rays, and you can take any of these 4 rays to draw the ray diagrams of both concave and convex mirrors. Here the first ray, ray 1, a ray parallel to the principal axis on meeting the concave mirror will get reflected and passes through the focal point. See here, I will show you the behavior of the first ray. Here is the concave mirror, P, pole, center of curvature, focal point. This is the principal axis. You have known this. And suppose a ray is coming like this. It is traveling parallel to the principal axis and falling on the mirror, and it will suffer reflection here, and the reflected ray will pass through the focal point like this. Okay, so you see here, this is the ray which is traveling parallel to the principal axis and falling on the mirror here at this point. After reflection, it will pass through the focal point F. So this is the ray 1. Otherwise, I will call it simply as R1. Okay. The same ray I will show you by using the concave mirror symbol, and it is easier for us to use mirror symbols while drawing the ray diagrams. Of these 4 rays, actually we need only 2 rays. You can take any 2 rays of these 4 rays in order to draw the ray diagrams that you will learn later. This is the symbol we use to represent concave mirror, P, C, F. You have to locate F exactly in between P and C, because the radius of curvature R is 2 times of the focal length, that is R equal to 2F. That formula is there. I will tell you later. So this is the principal axis. The same parallel ray is coming and falling on the mirror. After reflection, the reflected ray will pass through the focal point. That's all. Based on the principle that a ray always retraces its path. In optics, a ray always retraces its path. Based on that, I am giving you the second ray, that is ray 2 R2. It is opposite of the previous case. A ray traveling through the focal point on meeting the concave mirror will get reflected and travels parallel to the principal axis. Let us see here. This one is the concave mirror, pole, center of curvature, focal point, and the principal axis. Previously, ray has come like this, and after reflection it has gone like this. Okay, so now if you send the ray through the focal point, that is just I am reversing the ray. If you send a ray of light through the focal point, after reflection at the mirror, the reflected ray will travel parallel to the principal axis like this. So it is exactly opposite to the previous case, that is ray 1. See here, this is the incident ray which is passing through the focal point. After reflection, it will travel parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so we can observe one thing here. A ray always retraces its path. If you send the ray, if you send the ray like this, it will go like this. If you reverse it, it will come like this. Okay, so this is the second ray. The same I am showing by using the concave mirror symbol. Okay, and this is the incident ray which is passing through the focal point. After reflection, it travels parallel to the principal axis. Next, ray 3. See here, ray 3 or R3. A ray traveling through the center of curvature on meeting the concave mirror will get reflected and travels in the opposite direction. Let us see here. This is the concave mirror P, C and F, and this one is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is traveling through the center of curvature like this. Okay, so this is the incident ray, and after reflection it will travel exactly in the opposite direction like this. Why? Because if you draw the normal at this point, this radius itself is called as the normal. That means ray is incident along the normal only. Then it will reflect exactly in the opposite direction. See here, it is coming opposite to the incident ray. So this is about the third ray or ray 3. The same ray I am showing by using the mirror symbol. This one is the concave mirror P, C, F and principal axis. This is the incident ray passing through the center of curvature and falling on the mirror at this place, at this point, and after reflection it travels opposite to the incident ray. Okay. Next, ray 4, R4. A ray incident at the pole at certain angle with the principal axis will get reflected with the same angle. See here, this is the concave mirror pole. Here is the center of curvature. In between focal point F is there, and this is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is incident at pole. A ray is incident at pole making certain angle with the principal axis, and this ray will get reflected with the same angle only. See here, this is the incident ray which is incident at pole of the mirror P, and it is making some angle with the principal axis. Say some angle is making. Now this is the reflected ray. So if you measure these two angles, both angles will measure same. You see here, I am measuring the first angle here. Okay, how much angle the incident ray is making with the principal axis means here 20 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 20 degrees, this angle. Okay, so similarly, let us measure the angle made by the reflected ray with the principal axis. Does it measure same or not? Let us check. So here also the reflected ray is measuring the same angle 20 degrees only. So this is all about the ray 4, that is a ray incident at the pole at certain angle with the principal axis will get reflected with the same angle. That means this angle and this angle both are equal. Using the mirror symbol, I am showing the same ray, that is ray 4. See here, it is easy for us to use the symbols while drawing the ray diagrams. This is the incident ray making some angle with the principal axis, and this one is the reflected ray. Okay, these two angles are same, 20 degrees angle. See here also, same 20 degrees. Not only here, in all the cases, wherever the incident ray is incident on the concave mirror, if you draw the normal and measure the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, both will measure same. Okay, so that is one of the rules in the laws of reflection. Next, behavior of certain rays, that is whatever the rays I have taken previously, the 4 rays, the behavior of those 4 rays I will show you in respect of convex mirror. Here ray 1, a ray parallel to the principal axis on meeting the convex mirror will get reflected so as to appear as if it is coming from the focal point. Let us see here. This one is the convex mirror. It is curved outward. the reflecting surface is curved outward, and here is the pole of the mirror, center of curvature, and the focal point F. If you join a line, if you draw a line passing through all these points, that indicates the principal axis. Okay, so this is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is coming like this, which is incident parallel to the principal axis and which is incident somewhere here. Let us see here. This is a ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis and falling on the mirror here, and after reflection this ray will go like this. If you intercept this ray and that ray appears to be coming from the focal point here. Okay, let us see. This is the reflected ray. If you see this reflected ray from here and it appears as if it is coming from the focal point here, that means if you extend this reflected ray backwards, it will meet the focal point here. Okay, this is the ray 1. Now the behavior of the same ray I will show you by using the symbol of convex mirror. And here is the convex mirror symbol P, C, F, and this is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is coming like this and falling on the mirror, it will get reflected and the reflected ray seems to be coming from the focal point behind the mirror here. Okay, that means if you extend this ray backwards, it will meet the focal point F. Now this ray is opposite to the ray 1. I already told you in case of concave mirror. Ray 2 here, a ray traveling in the direction of the focal point after reflection will become parallel to the principal axis. Okay, see here, P, C and F, and here is the principal axis. Okay, now a ray is traveling in the direction of the focal point like this. It tends to move toward the focal point. That means if this mirror is not there, it would have traveled through the focal point only like this. Okay, so if that ray on reflection will travel parallel to the principal axis. See here, this ray tends to travel through the focal point. Okay, and that means it wants to go like this, isn't it? And falling on the mirror here, after suffering reflection, it will travel parallel to the principal axis like this. The mirror is not there, it would have gone like this, and this is the reflected ray which is parallel to the principal axis. Okay, The same ray I am showing by using the convex mirror symbol. Here is the convex mirror P, C and F, and this one is the principal axis, and here is the incident ray which is traveling in the direction of the focal point, and after reflection this is the reflected ray and it is traveling parallel to the principal axis. Okay. And here is ray 3, R3. A ray traveling in the direction of the center of curvature will, on reflection, travel in the opposite direction and appears to be coming from the center of curvature. A ray traveling in the direction of the center of curvature will, on reflection, travel in the opposite direction and appears to be coming from the center of curvature. See here, convex mirror P, C, F and the principal axis. Suppose a ray, that is the incident ray, is traveling in the direction of the center of curvature like this. Okay, and on reflection it will travel opposite to the direction of the incident ray. You can see here, this is the incident ray which is intending to travel through the center of curvature. Okay, that means it is traveling in the direction of the center of curvature. If this mirror is not there, the incident ray goes through the center of curvature like this point. Okay, and after reflection what will happen? The reflected ray, isn't it, will travel opposite to the direction of the incident ray exactly. Okay, this ray tends to move towards the center of curvature, and on reflection you can see this is the reflected ray which is traveling opposite to the incident ray. This is about ray 3. The same ray I am showing by using the symbol of convex mirror P, C, F and the principal axis, and here is the incident ray which is traveling in the direction of the center of curvature, and on reflection, okay, on reflection what will happen? It travels opposite to the direction of the incident ray. Okay, and ray 4, it is similar to the ray 4 we have learnt in the case of concave mirror. A ray incident at the pole at a certain angle with the principal axis will get reflected with the same angle. This ray 4 is similar to the ray 4 in the case of concave mirror. And here is the convex mirror P, C and F, and this one is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is incident at the pole making certain angle with the principal axis, and it will get reflected with the same angle like this. That means the reflected ray will also make the same angle. That means here angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Finally, here is the behavior of the same ray, that is the ray 4. I am showing you by using the symbol of convex mirror. Let us see. Convex mirror P, and here is C, center of curvature, F, focal point. This is the principal axis. Suppose a ray is incident like this, making some angle with the principal axis. This ray is incident at point P, that is at pole, and the reflected ray will make the same angle with the principal axis. Okay, so this is all about the behavior of 4 rays. So far I have shown you the behavior of 4 rays with respect to both concave and convex mirrors, and we need any two of these 4 rays, any two of these 4 rays to draw the ray diagrams for both concave and convex mirrors. And ray diagram is nothing but it is a geometrical procedure by which we can locate the position of image formed by the mirrors when the object is placed at different positions in front of the mirror. So drawing such ray diagrams will be explained in the next video, and thank you.